Yes, guys, what's going on? So, just watched the Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz fight, and first of all, my initial thoughts of this, right? Well, what a fight! I've always said this, that with the UFC and MMA, I'm a huge fan of it. Excluding the ground and pound that they have going on in the sport, this was straight up standing fighting and inside fighting against the cage, and I thought it was brilliant. You could see earlier on Conor McGregor going to the leg, the right leg of Nate Diaz was heavily damaged up, and that was obviously hindering his movement. Um, McGregor was still the naturally smaller guy in there, and he outboxed and out hustled, and outpointed and outskilled Nate Diaz in the middle of the ring. But you could see, like, whenever it was going the towards the end of the cage, you could see that the size differential was coming into play, and Conor McGregor was still struggling with that. The combinations that were being thrown by Nate Diaz when they were against the cage, you could see that was definitely hurting. Conor McGregor was getting to him, but the precise punching in the middle of the ring, the footwork, the the investment towards the leg, that is really what I think won it for Conor McGregor. He kept his movement up. He was taking rest when he wanted to. He was doing his precise punching, and I think that there was a class difference there in the middle of the ring. But you know what? You've got to rate both fighters, because that was unbelievable in terms of the intensity that was required. I mean, UFC in comparison to boxing is a lot shorter, but it's still, like, to be on your feet doing that for that long with that much blood coming out of you, it's surreal. And the amount of fitness it requires with the ground and pound, with the wrestling involved, it really is a brutal sport. So I would love to see a trilogy. I want to see that fight again. I'd like to see it, but I mean, look, at the end of the day, right? Conor McGregor, at the end of the fight, he said that he wants it 155 pounds. So he wants Nate Diaz to move down, and I think when Nate Diaz moves down, I think Conor McGregor will get a knockout, and I think that's what's going to happen. I think Nate Diaz is going to take the fight, cut some weight, and Conor McGregor is going to be more comfortable at that weight division, and he's going to clot him, and that's how I see that going. But yeah, man, I thought that was a really interesting fight. Leave your comment section below. Subscribe as always. Let me know what you think about the UFC fight tonight. Nate Diaz gets beat by Conor McGregor in the rematch. I want to see a third fight. Do you? If not, who else do you want to see these two fight? In a bit, guys.